What is Ominus really? Most people think it's just another city. They're wrong. Ominus is the great melting pot of Varanthos. In most countries, the races keep to themselves. Humans with humans, elves with elves, dwarves behind their own walls. But in Ominus, you can walk into a bar and see a human, an elf, a dwarf, an orc, and a troll all sitting at the same table. And no one looks twice, at least not outside of Uptown. That's what makes Ominus powerful and dangerous, because in Ominus, anything can be bought, anything can be sold, anything can be arranged. The only real question is, what are you willing to pay? The first mistake everyone makes in Ominus is thinking they're ready. Every cycle, new freelancers hit the streets, believing they can stand shoulder to shoulder with the veteran. They can't. They talk too much, they trust too fast, and worst of all, they take work from people they don't understand. Some are just trying to claw their way out of the slum. Others, they're thrill chasers. And those are the ones that are likely to get everyone around them killed. In Ominus, your reputation starts forming the moment you open your mouth. So the smart ones learn this early. No cold calls, no blind deal. And if you don't know someone who knows someone, you're already in danger. What happens if you die in Ominus? Well, that depends on where you're from. For those who come from our world, death in Ominus is final. You don't wake up. You don't reset. You don't get another chance. But for those born in Ominus, that's where the arguments begin. Some believe that the dead pass into the magical planes, guided to whatever waits beyond. Others say if no one is there to escort you, you can become lost, trapped between worlds. And the truth is, no one who's gone far enough has ever come back to tell us what really happens next. So in Ominus, most people live by a very simple rule. Don't find out. If you want deeper pieces from inside of Ominus, short stories that don't hit the social, there's a link in my bio. Here's something most outsiders don't understand about Ominus. It never really feels safe. Not in Uptown, with all its security and polished towers. Not in Midtown, where the patrols are thinner but still present. Definitely not in the lower districts. Because in Ominus, everyone has an angle. Everyone is working towards their next deal, their next score, their next move up the ladder. It doesn't matter how much money you have or how much protection you think you've bought. In this city, safety isn't real. There are only different levels of not safe. There's something every freelancer in Ominus eventually learns. Usually too late. It's not the job that kills you, it's the deal. The wrong employer, the wrong middleman, the wrong person standing just a little too close to your blind side. In Ominus, things go bad fast, and most freelancers who don't last very long make the same mistake. They work alone. Because out here, if nobody's watching your six, you're already in trouble. People think that the hard part about Ominus is getting in. It isn't. The hard part is leaving clean. Because the longer you operate in this city, the more things you start to accumulate. Contact, debt, promises, enemy, and Ominus has a long memory. Maybe you made the wrong deal. Maybe you learned something you weren't supposed to know. Or maybe you just became too useful to let walk away. In Ominus, walking out the door is easy. Making sure nothing follows you, that's the part most people never figure out. I go deeper into things like this in the Ominus subscriber list. Those readers see the pieces the public doesn't. There's one thing that Ominus always demands: sacrifice. For some, it's money. Fortunes rise and fall in this city faster than most people can track. For others, it's something more personal, a piece of their edge, their sanity, sometimes even their future. Because in Ominus, even the powerful aren't safe for long. I've seen people attend a high-class dinner in Uptown and the end of the night in the streets of Slagtown with nothing left to their name. In this city, the price always comes due. The only real question is, what will Ominus take from you? After everything we've talked about over the last several days, you should understand something about Ominus. It's a city of opportunity, but it's also a city of risk. The money is real, the danger is constant, and the price always comes due. In Ominus, the ones who survive aren't always the strongest. They're the ones who learn the rules before the city teaches them the hard way. So now, I'm curious. After everything you've heard, do you think you could survive in Ominus? If you want to explore it further, the Ominus list is growing. The link's in my bio.